Hardbolt Media.
Flim flarm, y'all. Excuse me, human. I'm here with Michelle.
What's up?
What's your last name?
Murgia.
Murgia? Mm-hmm. Michelle Murgia.
That's me.
And I have some topics and I have some questions, and let's just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Tell me about your life.
Oh boy. What do you want to know about my life?
Just generally, like, what it is.
Okay. It's a lot of different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, we know each other from Coalition, so I actively am doing improv. I also dance with a professional company and choreograph, nomadic artist, and so I do that. And I also am a resident artist with Theater Lab, so that's fun.
Oh, I don't know too much about Theater Lab. I was talking about that with a few people. Do you ever like fly a nice kite? Like, how much do kites like come into your life now?
I can't recall the last time I flew a kite, but I like them because I like being able to feel the force of the wind like in your hands.
That's kind of neat. It's like when you put like water in a jug. Mm-hmm. Just because it's like the weight of that element. Whereas fire doesn't have weight.
No. But it has like a sensation.
Yeah. So, but then also like wind and water also have sensations. Mm-hmm. But fire's losing the weight thing, which earth also has. Mm-hmm. But earth, I think, kind of lacks a sensation.
I feel like earth offers up sensations. So it's like, put your feet in the grass and go walk on sand. So it's like earth itself has a bunch of crap that
because earth does a lot of different things.
Yes.
And it's kind of...
Also, going back to my life, which was boring to just list, like, stuff that I am doing.
No.
But, yeah, so just, I do other stuff besides that.
Are you rich?
Not at all. I literally, full disclosure, for I had just had a payday, but I lasted 10 days off of $23, which I was really proud of myself on. But that happened. Yeah. So... No, I am not rich.
Okay. But you're getting there? Would you say that's a goal of yours?
No. I am starting my own business, which I hope to make it so I will enjoy work, but I'm not in it for the money.
Do you want to get into what that is at all, or do you want to just leave that?
I mean, with dance and with improv, it takes a big chunk of my life, and it's 100% like I'm not getting any sort of monetary reward for it. And I find that when I'm in an environment with other people like that, it is about the passion and what you like to do together. So I feel like I like that energy of doing something simply because you like it and not because you're making money. Obviously, money is beautiful and can make you comfortable.
Sure.
But money and like richness has never been an end goal of mine.
So everyone's dying to know, how does your improv influence your dancing or your dancing influence your improv?
They completely coexist, and improvising has made my dancing better, and dancing, I think, makes improv like feel easier for me sometimes.
Oh, the physicality.
Yeah. And it's like, for some reason, I feel like characters are easier for me to do because I have a dancer background, but... Whereas, like, with choreographing, for me, it interlinks with improv. It's like you think of it as a pattern. So it's like you build it up to something. So with choreography, I'll, like, start with one thing and then be able to build it, make it a pattern. And very much as far as, like, the earnest style of, like, performing that, like, improvising requires, if you apply that to dance, to me, it makes your dance 1,000 times more interesting. So I love... I love when I'm choreographing and teaching people, I love to teach dancers improv, and I think it makes their dancing better, in my opinion.
And is that because that if you like lose a step, you can think about like what to do a little better?
Like there's no mistake, kind of attitude.
Right.
So like if you are in like an improvisation for like dance, if you're just improving and you'd like fall off your leg or like have like something that didn't look nice, just turn it into what you want it to be from there without like focusing on it being a mistake, like make the mistake the thing.
In dancing, have you ever had to choreograph like a creepy monster dance, like the one in like Thriller or that Backstreet Boys video?
That is one of my favorite videos of all time. I spent a lot of time learning the choreography to that video.
For everybody?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Everybody.
She's doing the hand things.
Yeah. Sorry, I bumped it. I love creepy. One of my most recent dances, Phantasma, was about a demon that is haunting your life. So I love that. But never like kitschy creepy. I haven't done
Not
yet.
the claws?
No claws. But I'm open to the idea.
The hand claws. We should probably make something with hand claws because I can't dance.
Okay.
But I feel like I could do like the...
Mm-hmm. You automatically look like you're doing something.
Yes.
This is very Gaga. She always says like, put your claws up and
work
Gaga,
them back
Mother
and
Monster.
Forth. Do you have a spirit animal?
I like unicorns. I love pandas. Mm-hmm. But I don't necessarily like identify with an animal.
You don't think there's an animal that kind of encapsulates your kind of like aura?
No, I don't think so. Not that I have found yet. Like people like wolves, I feel like is a big spirit animal, and like tigers and stuff, but I don't relate to those sort of animals at all.
Do you have like a spirit human?
I have lots of spirit humans.
Yeah.
But they change a lot of the time. Like Liz Lemon is a huge spirit animal for me. I love Tina Fey to death. But I like there's a choreographer, Ryan Heffington. He did like all of Sia's stuff and like does a lot of other projects. But like people with like that sort of like style, I tend to feel gravitated towards. And I feel like you feel like a kindred. I feel more kindred spirits with people rather than like you are my spirit animal.
Right. Like you wouldn't make like a vision board.
Right. Unless it's like RuPaul is somebody that's important to me, in all honesty. But I don't see myself in RuPaul, and I don't think RuPaul like is me. But I admire them a lot.
Yeah. And I think that's like another way to like answer that question is be like, who's just kind of their being, their essence is just like enjoyable or something I envy or...
For me, I am incapable of feeling jealousy because it consumes me. So I either have to have it or just completely ignore it. So for me, what draws me to people is the actual, like, we have this in common, which I feel like happens so rarely that when you, like, get to feel that, it's really intense.
Yeah. I like good arms.
I like good arms. I actually was just thinking about today how much I have not appreciated legs. You know what I mean? Like, people are like, oh, that's such hot legs. I'm like, I don't know what are you really looking at. But then I, like, saw a lady with, like, a really nice pair of legs. I was like, I get it. I get it now. And, like, dudes with, like, nice, thick, chunky thighs. Like, that's good.
Yeah.
Into it.
Those tree trunks. Standing sturdy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, legs is an interesting one because they're such a utility player in the, sexualized parts of the body.
Yes.
Like, they just, like, kind of serve a purpose. But I guess... I'm just going to work this out in my own brain. If you want to talk about anything else right now, that's fine. Just give me 1 second.
I'll just continue with how I feel about the legs. So, people do not appreciate their own body. That is something I feel strongly about. And I feel like legs are something that people get lazy as hell. And they're like, I don't want to park all the way across the parking lot or walk upstairs. And you're not appreciating and enjoying how much your legs can really do for you. And you don't realize it until you either are injured or you're too old or an injury takes it away or an accident. And then you're like, damn, I really should have appreciated my legs more.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
That's just, I think, a body awareness and feeling good about your body, though. That's a thing.
Oh, that's impossible.
I mean, we're going to have everyone's going to have a weird thing, like a hang up. But I think if you can start to appreciate, I'm like preaching like I'm a fucking like, oh yes, I love myself. But like,
but you're talking to me, and I need to hear this.
But in all actuality, when I started to appreciate my body for what it was when I realized the amazing things that it could do. That's when I was like, I stopped focusing on what I didn't like and appreciated like what I do have.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something to focus on. Whenever I take like a lift anywhere, they don't know like some big buildings downtown, so you don't know exactly what corner to park. And there's like, is here fine? And I'm like, yeah, I've got legs, and like I appreciate that because I don't have to consider. No, I need to go to this specific spot, and like, and like, I can see blue. That's a color I like, and that's cool. Sometimes I get goosebumps.
Thinking about blue?
Yes. Oh my God. Do you know how many things are blue?
One time I got way too high and started crying about how much I love purple. And not necessarily like the color, but like the taste. Like I love Concord grape flavored things a lot. So I get feeling like the chills and goosebumps from just color.
Yeah, the Concord grape jelly is like
amazing.
It's the only jelly for PB&J.
There's this disgusting candy that essentially has like it's a hard, waxy, like licorice sort of thing filled with basically Concord grape jelly, and they're disgusting, and I've bought them on many occasions, but they are like kind of a foul snack, but it's like basically a tube filled with jelly.
It sounds great. Like the description of it's real solid. I think, like, I didn't have anything to say. Like, I really hoped that I think, like, would have got somewhere.
We're here. We don't need to go anywhere.
Do you want to get out of here?
Let's go. Where are we going to go? Yeah, but there's a park up the street.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go to the park.
Let's go.
All right, so we're walking to the park now. And I think the only thing that makes sense is we play Truth or Dare.
Oh, yes. Okay.
All right. Truth or Dare?
We'll go with truth.
Truth. Have you ever... Have you ever named a hat?
No. I do like to name things, but I don't wear a lot of hats because I have a big head and a lot of hair. But I've never given a hat a name.
Fair enough. Not even like I guess you don't wear enough hats.
Like I own 2 like fun hats, I would say, like a beanie with pins on it and then a backwards hat. Or it's a hat, but I wear it backwards. Those are the 2 like fun hats that I have, and I wear them very sparingly. And then like winter hats.
Oh, I love winter. Bunny! There's a bunny.
What is it with all these spotted bunnies? I didn't realize that was such a common.
Did you see the other one back? All the way back there?
They know it's Easter.
That's what's going on.
Okay, your turn. Truth or dare?
Truth.
Have you ever had an imaginary significant other that you named and had a name?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I've had... the closest thing that happens to me is I'll have dreams where I fall in love, and then I'll wake up and be kind of legitimately upset about it.
Got it. That happened to me a while back. I had a really amazing, vivid dream with Heath Ledger. And it was like the kind of dream where I was like, oh my God, you're here. And he didn't know he was dead. And then I told him he was dead and he got mad. But then he came back and was like, it's cool. You were honest with me. And like when I woke up, I felt amazing. Like I had just had a wonderful, beautiful time with Heath Ledger.
Well, yeah, because you have that trust and that's the foundation of any good relationship.
Exactly. So right. No imaginary significant others named. Well, they're there, but they're just not named.
Well, do you know what? I typically do know their names.
Gotcha. Okay.
One of them was named Dakota.
Narcissist.
Yes. I'm like, what if there was like the perfect girl? She'd be like me.
Dakota. I feel like Dakota is a very unisex name, but I've only met male Dakotas.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Only female Dakotas get famous.
That is true.
Which is odd. I've never met another Dakota.
I feel like the first famous Dakota will be like a folksy artist. Be like, Dakota, amazing, sounds like the Lumineers or some shit like that. That would be like the Dakota that gets there. My turn.
Oh, truth or dare?
Dare.
Okay. I dare you, when we get to the park, to go down the slide.
Totally.
Perfect. Well, that's not anything fun for right now, though.
That's okay.
All right.
Okay, truth or dare?
I'm going truth because I'm carrying a sack of beers.
Fair. Who was your celebrity crush that was like you had a sexual awakening to? That you were like, okay, I understand now what it was like, ew, gross, turning into like, oh damn, like into it.
Famke Janssen?
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
In the X-Men movies?
Okay.
I was like, oh, Jean Grey, you're like, you look like she's got like this older lady look.
Mm-hmm. It's because she has bones that are severe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guess I found out I was into that. Still into that. Still like Famke Janssen.
My absolute favorite role of hers. Do you like the movie The Faculty?
Oh, I love The Faculty.
It's one of my absolute favorites. I have a Faculty tat. But I love her in that movie so deeply.
I didn't even know she was in it.
She plays a teacher who, like, of course they always do this to beautiful Hollywood women. She wears glasses, and she's, like, super, like, uncomfortable, and everyone, like, teases her, blah, blah, blah. And then they have the alien invasion, spoiler alert, and she becomes, like, the super, like, mega babe that she is, and has this, like, great tell-off moment to Josh Hartnett. And then at the end of the movie, her head comes off, and it, like, crawls. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, wow. I need to go watch that through that lens again.
I love The Faculty. Usher's in it. Jon Stewart's in that movie. Salma Hayek. There's like a million people in it.
Yeah. That was like but at the time it didn't feel like everyone was in it.
Sure.
There were a lot of after the fact big time people.
And they had the one chick who always plays the like this kind of girl in every movie. Clea Duvall. I think her name is Clea. I can't remember.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does do that.
She like had a very brief and specific career, and then I haven't seen her in anything. Did you ever watch the show Carnival?
No. All right. Let's go hang out on the bleacher.
Okay.
What do we do?
We still have beer. Shit. But I definitely forgot. I'm really sorry.
That's no problem. It's just this was going to be like our winning segment.
It's still going to be winning. It's totally fine. I might have a mint or something in my purse. I do not. I have cigarettes in there. We can't eat those.
We can try. Let's do cigarettes and chapstick.
Here we go.
Cigarettes and chapstick. What else? We need a third one.
I have to have something interesting in here. I literally had it in my hand. I don't understand how that happened. There it is. I have a chapstick. A Slurpee, grape Slurpee chapstick.
All right. All right, so we're at the park now. And we have 3 beers and 3 snacks. And we're going to decide which one is the best snack beer combo.
Yes.
So
I like it.
you choose the first snack.
Okay.
I'll choose the first beer.
Okay. I would, we'll go with the classic cherry chapstick as the first snack.
All right, and that cherry chapstick is going to be paired with Corona Extra. So, first taste test.
We have to put, I think, the chapstick on and then drink the beer. Right? Because we're
That's
enjoying
gotta-
the snack pairing.
Right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you mind if I apply directly to my lips?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. Has a wonderful cherry overtone with a wax undertone, and smells like childhood. It's very nostalgic.
It is one of those smells that like beckons to yonder years. Mm-hmm. Yonder's forward, yesteryears.
Yonder years.
Yonder years.
Yonder years.
Yonder years. All right.
Feels good.
Yeah. It's immediately. I'm like back in time. It's nice. It's got a good mouthfeel.
Agreed. It's not too waxy or globby. Just and like when you have like too liquidy of a chapstick, it just doesn't feel like it's doing anything for you. I feel like this is really.
It's still on there, but it's not intrusive.
No.
And let's see how it pairs with the Corona.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I think it's great.
Immediately, like, the Corona it's like taking a drink of Corona, but then that chapstick comes back.
And because it's like you lick the beer off of your lips, so you get that Corona mixed in with the cherry, and it's not unenjoyable.
Yeah. I don't mind this at all.
No.
I did, however, pour too much beer to, like, move this along quickly.
So you say. So are we going to chug it and have a race?
Sure.
How?
I think I have less.
It's okay.
All right.
Go. That's the way to drink Corona.
Yeah.
Chugging. Foam at the end. I think that's a win.
Yeah. Well, what animal would you give it?
It's not really the animal I think it deserves, but it's the first one that popped into my head, and it's a meerkat.
Yeah.
Like
I can see
it's
it being
cute.
meerkat-y.
It's good. But, yeah. Meerkat.
I think it's kind of like, because I'm feeling meerkat a whole lot too, but I think it's like a kind of groundhoggy where it's not too far out of that realm, but that the chapstick it kind of hides behind the Corona and sneaks back out every once in a while.
Yeah. Solid.
So that one gets a meerkat and a groundhog. Let's see what else we have in this beer bag.
Ooh. I want it to be known as well, we did not have a beer bottle opener, but I opened the Corona by slamming it against a bleacher. So,
and that was pretty rad.
Life hack.
This one is a twist top. It is Coors Light.
Speaking of Coors Light and Always Sunny, they had like a weird, awkward season where they were obviously like endorsing Coors, and that was a little off-putting because they were pretty in your face about it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I don't like that.
That's a little bit of a bummer for that.
Is this one of those where the label's like Rocky Mountain Blue?
I don't know. It's not cold enough to tell.
Oh, it would say. I think it would be like if the Rockies are blue on this, it's cold enough to enjoy something like that.
I did see that Coke also has that kind of they have cans that have coldness indicators.
They do?
Yeah. Some of those like 16-ounce Coca-Colas.
What does it look like?
Just like a regular Coke. And then it just...
But like, what's the indicator?
See, I was hoping you wouldn't ask that because I don't remember exactly. And I was trying to deflect a little bit.
What do you think it should be?
I think that it should say what temperature it is.
I think it should be a tooth, and the coldest it gets is when the tooth is like rotted and ready to go.
Yeah, like the...
Honest advertising. As I drink a 44-ounce Coca-Cola. Is that correct? Or that is just an ice cube guy.
Are you sure that's not one of those coldness indicators? Maybe he's just
be.
a normal guy, and then when it gets cold, he becomes an ice cube guy.
Thirsty? ?
All right. So we do have some Coors Light here, and we are going to pair it with... I think I want to pair it with grape Slurpee chapstick.
Okay.
I think that's the way to go.
All right.
All right, I'll go first this
for
time.
it,
Do you
yes.
mind if I apply this directly to my lips?
Please, feel free.
Thank you.
It's towards the end of its life, but it's still there.
Good. All right,
I feel like chapstick is one of those things you lose, but I really liked that chapstick, so I really held on to it tight. Thank you.
Oh, this one's far more flavorful than the cherry.
I believe there actually is, like, yeah, it's saccharin is in here. Because I was like, this is too sweet to not have, like, some sort of sugar in it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's good shit.
It is. It tastes kind of like, It tastes kind of... I keep trying to say purple soda, but it's grape soda. It's kind of...
Purple drink.
It's kind of like purple drink.
That purple stuff.
But that's a good flavor. It's like those Hugs. Those little barrel drink guys.
Just the color purple. Like, the color and taste of purple.
Yeah.
That is what that represents.
It tastes like that movie.
Yes.
Is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
Let's see how Coors Light.
Coors Light.
You know, I don't think Coors Light's a great beer.
Coors Light's fucking disgusting.
It has like an aftertaste that's
It's not good.
It's tough.
It's very metallic.
Yes, yeah.
And it is overpowering the grape. I can't even enjoy the grape because the Coors Light is just destroying my mouth as I go for another sip.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish it.
I'm gonna finish it. But yeah, I don't.
It does taste so metallic.
Yeah, and which is also surprising because it was out of a bottle, not a can.
That is weird. That's just how this stuff tastes.
Rough. I don't know. And here's the thing: is I've had Coors Light in my life before, so I don't know why I thought that was going to be any different. Like I should have known.
Yeah, I don't drink a whole lot. So, or I don't drink a whole lot with people, like where I'm like at their house.
So alone and sad is when you're drinking.
I'm trying to say, like, I only drink, when I'm just like real bummed out and by myself, and I don't get Coors Light. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
What do you normally get? Liquor.
I get some. I do some IPAs. Which is weird. I never thought I'd get to that point.
They're delightful.
Yeah,
because they're like,
great.
I feel like an IPA feels like substantial without feeling overpowering. That's my opinion on IPA. Like, it's like what I want when I'm like craving a beer.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I got an IPA the other night, and then I got some bullshit. I don't know anything about beers. I got a different kind of beer, and it like hurt me. Like it was disgusting.
Was it like a stout, so it was dark, or was it just like...
No, it was kind of this kind of a deal. Kind of a Coors Light-y type thing. Oh, I hate this.
One more sip.
I think I bought 12 of them. Did I buy 12?
That's unfortunate. Just like have a party and invite 12 people and, well, night 10.
Yeah. And I'm not going to drink one.
No.
I'd say so far the Corona cherry chapstick is winning.
Absolutely.
But we do have one more competitor in this bout. So this is something I saw that I just decided might be fun. This is Best Damn Root Beer, which claims to be the best damn root beer.
It claims.
It is a hard root beer which contains alcohol, is 5.5% alcohol, and it's from Best Damn Brewing Company, St. Louis, Missouri. Ale aged on vanilla beans with natural flavors and caramel color.
So I've had a couple of these alcoholic sodas, but I've not had this kind. So I'm curious if it is the best damn root beer.
The best damn root beer. Now, their label game is on point.
I do like it. It's very in your face. What does that say? Throwback, a throwback.
I don't know what that means.
Like throw them back.
But what is that? I get that throwback. That's not the one I'm having trouble with.
So it's like, I think they're trying to go with the fact that, like, you're an adult now because you can drink alcohol. So you normally would not be drinking a root beer.
And root beer is kind of old-timey?
Yeah. I think that's what they're getting at. I feel like also that's a very aggro sort of label. Like, you know how they do, like, man treats, like, man Dr. Pepper and man chips. Like, that's what this is giving me
to
right
be
now.
fair, that man Dr. Pepper is really good, though.
What makes it manly, though?
Which one's man Dr. Pepper?
It's, like, Dr. Pepper...
10?
Something like that. It has, like, some sort of weird tag on it.
I thought the 10 one was, like, hey, it's like Diet Dr. Pepper, but it's got 10 calories there, so it's not for like, you know.
Pussies.
Thank you.
I can't remember what their tag is, but I remember distinctly their commercial was like a guy yelling off of a truck.
That sounds
he was
right.
like yelling and it's like going fast. He's like, do you want your soda to have a little more kick? I'm like,
but you also can't handle a full sugar soda.
Try this Dr. Pepper for dudes. Oh, do we want to eat the cigarette?
I don't think I want to eat a cigarette.
No, and I really don't want to smoke one right now.
Let's just smell a cigarette.
Okay.
And then drink this.
Mm-hmm. So, these are Parliament Lights with their recessed filter. They don't smell good when you're not drinking and really, really wanting to have one.
Yeah.
Like, it really smells like the shame that I feel.
It kind of smells a bit like a raisin.
Yes, it does. A smoky raisin. A lot like a raisin.
Yeah, if you let it be a raisin, it's not so bad.
I've noticed sometimes when I'm eating lettuce that it tastes like a cigarette to me. So I find it odd that cigarettes smell like raisins, but sometimes lettuce tastes like a cigarette.
Yeah, that's kind of, the world's weird like that. Like a lot of things, like they'll have like some Cheetos that taste like chili, but then some
Those are disgusting.
chili will taste like ketchup.
You can fuck chili up pretty easily, but when done correctly, it is one of the most deeply satisfying foods on the face of planet Earth, in my opinion.
It's so wholesome.
It is. And you can do it so many different ways. Chunks of meat, ground meat, white chicken chili.
You do the spaghetti style.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm into that. What is that, Cincinnati style?
Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. I'm a fan.
Well, we still got the smell in our noses.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for this. The best damn root beer. Yeah.
It's enjoyable. The first sip tastes a little alcohol-y, but the nice, like after is very much root beer.
It's root beer.
Would I want to drink more than one of these? Absolutely not.
Yeah, it kind of makes me want like a liquor-y drink.
What is your liquor-y drink of choice?
Oh, God, I don't really have one. I just said that I like a good whiskey Dr. Pepper 10.
Oh, yeah. It's fucking delicious. Don't even fucking put a straw in that.
No. It'll put some stubble on your chest.
Immediately.
Mm.
The gals that I was hanging out with last night, one of their choices for shots is tequila, so I had a lot of tequila shots last night. I had a really classy night last night. But because I don't really like to drink liquor very much either, so when I do, it hurts a lot. That's all.
All right, we got to rate this.
Oh,
we didn't rate the last one.
Because it was just trash. The rating was trash.
The rating was Coors Light.
If it was an animal, it would be a ferret, which don't even fucking try to convince me that ferrets are good pets. They're disgusting. And I hope you're offended if you like ferrets out there, half a ferret.
I'm going to stand firmly, and I don't mind if someone else has a ferret.
Mm-mm. Would you live in a house with a ferret?
No.
Thank you. You don't like ferrets. They stink, and they squeeze under doors, and they literally smell like piss 100% of the time.
Okay, so squeeze under doors, that goes in the pro column for me. If I could squeeze under doors...
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Dakota, I told you to stop doing that. I fucking hate when you do that.
If it's... I was trying to rhyme welcome, but like...
With what?
Yeah, I know. That's so here's what to be completely transparent.
Uh-huh.
I was like, if the doors are cracked, I'm a welcome. It didn't land in my brain.
It's a good jumping off point. If the doors are cracked, I'm a welcome.
I'm a welcome. It's a me.
If the doors are cracked, I'm a welcome, huh?
It's a me, Dakota.
I think that is a terrible idea, and you should not do that to your friends if you develop this superpower
Well,
of squeezing under doors.
Well, when that one guy was awkward and he was like, damn, I need to invent something for this, and then he invented alcohol.
Jesus.
Yes.
He invented alcohol.
So I feel like the same thing. Like if I can do this, if I can get under doors, then if it's a cracked,
I'm a coming in. I'm a welcomer. It's a cracked. Is that a crackacy?
It's exactly like if you're gonna live in some place, know that I exist in the world.
Yeah.
And seal it up. Unless I'm a welcome.
And if you see a crack, then you know you're a welcome.
That's how I know.
So, I think it's something that the world is missing. And I think if you can bring it to the world, then I changed my stance. You should do it to anyone that has a crack. Before I said I did not encourage.
Okay.
But now I changed my mind. Because it's on them if they did not cover up the crack.
Yeah, you have to look out for yourself. Because there are always those out there who are going to take advantage. And I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to because if I can't steal your TV or anything because that won't fit through a crack.
That's not true. I feel like they are making TVs more and more flat and thin that if you could get it under a big enough door, you would be able to fit it underneath.
You're right. They have those TVs that are just flexible. I don't know if they're out. We always feel like they're making a TV.
Yeah, it's Japan is working on it.
Right.
And they need a Kickstarter for it. Advertising. They have the name of the airplane underneath it.
What does it say?
I think it was Delta, but honestly my eyesight's not that great, so I couldn't see it.
Same.
But that makes sense because you're like, what is that?
Yeah, damn, I need to fly somewhere now. I give it a snake.
Okay.
It's fine, but don't hide in the grass. Be what you are.
I agree.
If you're trying to be a boozy root beer, I think maybe lean a little more into the boozy root beer.
I literally thought you were trying to call it a bougie root beer, and I was about to be like, it's pronounced bougie, but you were saying boozy. But now I want people to say bougie like that. Oh, she thinks she's so boozy. And it's also going hand in hand with the SIG because the SIG was disguising itself as a raisin. So be the bad for you thing that you are. Don't try to be a fruit.
Yeah, there's a lot of hey, I am this dried up plant. Let me try to be a dried up fruit, but you're not. And then this other thing was I'm a boozy root beer.
Bougie root beer.
But I'm not that boozy.
No. Well, it's 5.5. That's the
that's
booziness of
boozy.
a beer.
That's probably more boozy than the other two beers we had.
Probably. I think Coors is something like the 4.5 range.
I do not have time to fuck with
Maybe
that.
a 5. No, that's useless. That's no, I won't go there. That's a beer you should have stopped drinking a while ago, and you're going to drink that beer because you want to keep drinking, but you're it's a lower percentage, so it's not that big of a deal.
That's where these things come in handy. Yeah. That's where the Coors Light can work. If I'm already drunk and I need to keep going, I could probably Coors Light.
That's what it's there for. And I'm not saying I don't like cheap beer. I love a good 40. I love 40s. Miller High Life is my shit. It's a champagne of beers. I love it.
Yep.
But Coors Light can go to hell for all I care about. My animal for the root beer in the Parliament pairing, I feel like animals just are, you asked me about the spirit animal earlier, just don't think about animals like that. Because this is my reaction when I see animals. Oh! It's just you're cute. I try not to overthink animals.
I try to think I see an animal, I'm oh, do you have a name in your language? That's the first thing I think about. I'm
do you have a name in your language?
What's their identity situation?
Are you a fan of goats? Because I love goats.
Yeah, I love goats.
I think they're the cutest goddamn things on planet Earth. I love
stand
them.
on each other. They'll do flips.
They're so cute.
Scream like people.
I love that about them. It is, we're just gonna go with a camel. Because a camel, I feel like, is a layered sort of animal. Mm. And it has a bad rep that it just has humps and then it spits. But I feel like a camel is deeper than that, and I feel like that's what the best damn boozy root beer is trying to do, is be deep. And Parliaments also try to be... I feel like this is a cigarette of people who are trying to be something they're not.
Parliament.
I would love a Parliament, please. Also, Parliaments are popular with drug addicts because you can put cocaine in there. So... Do you know why Parliaments have the recessed filter?
No.
So back in the war times, when you're doing on the, like, machine gun thing, you could keep a cig in your mouth for a while and it wouldn't get wet.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
We do have one more order of business while we're out here.
Mm-hmm.
You have to slide down the slide.
That's true. Which one? The curvy one or the long one?
The biggest, curviest one.
Okay, sweet.
All right, let's go over there and let's take whatever can't be stolen.
Okay.
People can steal these beers if they want.
I am upset you have not asked me the dog question yet because I was studying on that because people were not listening to your questions or their own answers.
Yeah. Well, you told me you'd listen to it.
Newfoundland is a big breed. German Shepherd is a popular breed. Husky, popular breed. The Mastiff one's a big breed. I can't remember the other one.
Perfect.
Australian Sheepdog, popular breed. I fucking love those dogs. They're adorable. I think that just made me look really creepy. Like I was like, I listened to all of them in a row.
No, I've got a good surprise for you.
Okay.
But it'll be back at Heartbolt Studios.
Okay.
All right, so you're going to have to get on there, and because this is an audio medium, you're going to have to say we.
Okay.
All right, as soon as you start sliding, say we. You're so far up there.
Wee! Oh, shit, it's so wet.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry.
Wee!
Oh.
I have just slid into a giant puddle, but it was worth it.
Okay.
I have no regrets.
I'm happy to hear that. Oh. All right. I think it's time to go back to the studio.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go finish up
no
this
regrets.
podcast. To the surprise.
Oh, Alex. I actually hate surprises, but I'm excited for this surprise.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
All right, and the surprise is that we're going to play the most popular game that exists in the country right now.
Yay!
And it is called Biggest Dog Breeds.
That is amazing. That is a really beautiful board. You should be really proud of this.
Thank you.
This is ingenuity at its finest. I am really impressed with this.
I wanted to have some excitement based around it because I know it's audio based, but you're here looking at stuff.
I feel like we need to describe for the people what this looks like. Because is this new?
Yes.
This is the first time you've used this?
Yes.
Yeah.
You told me you would be a little bit later today, so I was like, well, I need to make the best use of this time as I can. So let me describe it a little bit, and then you can describe it a little bit.
Yes.
So it's amazing. It's a board for Biggest Dog Breeds, numbered 5 through 1, and a bunch of blanks with slots you can pull. It's kind of a big deal.
And it's brilliantly held up with cardboard and a little plastic sort of like base. So it's really just really nice.
It's real solid. So
I love it.
So here is the initial run of us trying to play this game with the new board.
Yes.
So we can really see if this works.
Okay.
So, you know how this is played.
I do.
We have a list of 20 of the most popular dogs and a list of 5 of the largest dogs.
Yes.
Now, you have to decide on this list of biggest dog breeds if the breed that is shown is popular or large. You need 3 out of 5 to win.
Yes.
Let's get this
I'm
started.
ready. Let's do it.
Number 5. Newfoundland.
That is a big dog breed.
Let's see. Go ahead and pull the tab.
It's 2 parts. Yes. God, this is good. This is great.
All right, that's 1 point on the board.
Yay.
3 more to win it.
Okay.
Question or dog breed number 4. German Shepherd.
Mm-hmm. This is a popular dog breed.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
It is a popular dog breed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you sweep it? That's the question now.
I'm feeling confident. I don't want to be overconfident and go into cocky territory.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, well, let's move right along to number 3. Siberian Husky.
Mm-hmm. While a dog on the larger side, this is a popular dog.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, let's see. It is a popular dog. That's 3 points. All right, so you've won it.
Okay,
of course you won it. We all knew you would.
I'm excited about winning.
But what we need to see is if you will be the first person to sweep the board. So let's move on to number 2. Neapolitan Mastiff.
Mastiff, it's a big dog. This is a big dog.
All right, we're getting down to the last 2.
Big dog.
Big dog. Let's see. Let's see if we got big dog.
Yes.
Big dog.
Big dog. Large.
All right, it comes down to this.
I'm actually legitimately just a little nervous now.
Yeah.
just a little bit.
All right. This is a big deal.
It is a really big deal.
You will be the first person to get them all.
This is important to me. I want to do it. I want to be the first.
And the last, number 1, is the Australian Shepherd.
Dakota, this is a popular dog. A final answer.
Let's see. Oh my god. Oh
my god.
You did it. You swept the board.
I did it.
You won biggest dog breeds. It's yours.
It's mine.
You are the winner.
I feel really proud of myself right now, genuinely.
And let's get a little bit of an after-game interview. So, some of these are a little more difficult than others to remember because some of them are kind of larger, but they're actually from the popular list. They don't break the list of top 5 biggest dogs.
Yes.
So, when we get to some of those more difficult ones, what goes through your mind?
To me, the one that throws me off the most is Husky.
Yes.
Because I think of them as very large dogs.
And they are.
So, but I know they're very popular based off of the many YouTube and Facebook videos I see with them talking.
Yes, there was that one on the Ripley's Believe It or Not intro. Did you ever see that?
No.
It goes, I love you.
It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like it. But yes, I know what video you're referring to.
Thank you.
It's like I don't like talking babies, like when they make them talk in commercials and movies, and that for some reason goes into the same category. Not related. But yes. So the Husky one, Mastiff, I think of Mastiffs as giant dogs. This one, the Australian Shepherd, they're like, they can be small. So like I don't think of them as like particularly large dogs all the time. German Shepherd, another tricky one. So like I've seen many a big German Shepherd in my day, but like I know people drop dollars on German Shepherds.
Right.
Because they're protecting kind of dogs. And
yes, they can be trained to be very vicious.
And they're good therapy dogs too. Because they're small.
True.
They're small.
On the opposite end of the spectrum there.
So the popular thing, I actually do not know what this dog looks like, the Newfoundland.
I don't either.
So, but I haven't heard of it very much, so that's why I didn't think it was popular.
Okay, that stands to reason.
You don't know what it looks like?
No.
We should. I think we should put it together. What the dog looks like. Like create the dog.
What does that mean?
Like describe what we think the Newfoundland dog looks like.
Okay.
Use
now
our
I understand.
Creative imaginations.
All right. I'm gonna go 4 legs. It sounds fluffy.
It does sound fluffy. I imagine like silky hair though.
Like, is it like longish?
Yes. That's what I imagine. Like
it kind of mops out.
Yes. Maybe not to the floor, but like I imagine the legs to be long and then like the silky hair be like not quite to the floor, but like working on it. Do you think the face is pointy? Because I see a pointy face.
Well, when you said the long hair, I got the kind of like, and it doesn't seem like a. It seems like a lot of nose.
Yes.
When I think about it.
Me too.
A lot of snout.
Long ears. What's its tail look like? Because I can't, I'm having a hard time imagining
I think
it.
some people cut them. I hate to say it, but I think some people cut them.
I don't... This might be an unpopular sort of, like, segment, but, like, how painful is it for the dogs to cut their tails? Because don't they do it, like, really soon? So it's kind of like a baby getting a circumcision? That can't feel good, but we still do it.
And do you think we should be doing that?
That's a whole nother loaded thing. I don't think it's a should. Like, I don't like to tell people what to do with their kids because I don't plan on having any. But, like, if I were to have a child, God forbid, that was a boy, I probably would not circumcise my child. But I would vaccinate them. And
would you cut off your Newfoundland's tail?
I thought you were going to ask me if I would circumcise my Newfoundland puppy.
That's another thing. We don't talk about dog circumcisions ever.
Which, honestly, I feel I would rather exist than human ones because nothing makes me more uncomfortable than a dog's red rocket. Literally nothing. Like, watching dogs hump and red rocket is really gross to me.
So, if dogs, like... So I don't think they don't have the right thing to circumcise, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know enough about dog genitalia yet.
Because I feel like what would happen if you circumcise the dog is, and to my knowledge of what a dog penis is the red rocket, and I really don't know, this is just what I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. It's like the red rocket lives in like a skin, and then when it red rockets, it comes out of the skin. So I feel like if you were technically circumcising the dog, I would want the red rocket to be gone, but that's the
But wouldn't
thing.
That just be out?
Exactly. So if you were to circumcise the dog, it would just be that floppy skin that it comes out, and it would just be red rocket 100% of the time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
can't get behind that.
No, absolutely not.
I'm going to vote no on dog circumcisions.
Me too. I stand firm on that. You should not circumcise your dog.
Yes. So
what about your cat? What does a cat penis look like?
No one knows. No one knows.
Really, no one knows?
I don't know. And I assume people aren't smarter than me. I bet it's got to be like a dog situation, right?
I don't know. Because I feel like I've seen many a dog dick, but I've never seen a cat dick.
Yeah, cat dick sounds weird.
Yeah.
A lot of dog dick all over the place, though.
Yes, everywhere. And their balls are very invasive.
Mm-hmm.
Can't cover that up.
And cats just, everything's, fuzzy enough to be hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I think cats, I don't know enough about it, but I think they have a good genital situation.
Except they have hideous buttholes.
Yeah, but you can get the jewels for those.
I know. Just slapping on their little tail and...
That's gotta be awful.
Because what happens when they go to use a litter box? Is that like a one and done situation? Like they just poop on that thing and then it's done, then it's buried in the litter box and you have to sift through the litter box to get this thing to put it back on their tail?
Well, it's kind of fun though because you're you can become an archaeologist. You can
in a litter box.
Yeah, you could be digging for stuff and I guess you're not an archaeologist at that point.
To me, it's more like you're sifting for gold.
Panning.
Oh,
right.
My cat butthole cover. I found it. Maybe it comes in a pack. There's 5 butthole covers. You wait for company to come over, and then you cover up the cat butthole. It's not for every day.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. What its actual use. I thought it was just I'm offended by this cat butthole.
Which is what I think it was started for, but then what's the practicality of it is where I'm getting at.
Yeah, because I'm hey, Mr. Whiskers, I know you. You can have your butt out.
Fly free.
Right, but...
Little whiskeys.
But when people come over...
Put it away. You gotta make it cute.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, that is the same thing. If I'm home alone or something, I might have a butt out.
Sure.
But
you're home alone.
If someone's going to come over, I'll put the butt away.
Mm-hmm. Because you're polite.
Yeah. Now, let's go ahead and burn off these questions I have.
Great.
I just want to make sure we finish them all up.
Yeah.
What would you be doing right now instead of this?
Taking a nap. It's only because of the said hangover we discussed, and then I ate, and normally that's like prime nap time.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. Taking a nap.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's a pretty good alternative thing to do.
Yeah. But I'm glad to be doing this instead. Like we have to be outside, be a person.
You went down a slide.
I went down a slide. Wouldn't have done that.
You had 3 alcoholic drinks.
And I had to drink a Coors Light. It was a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something fun about that. Like, it's like, oh, someone challenged me to eat a hot pepper today. And like, oh, that's dumb. But, like, it's kind of novel or interesting.
Yeah.
And Coors Light's, like, as horrible as eating a really hot
like
pepper.
A ghost pepper or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question. Do you have a favorite sport?
I like a lot of sports. I was really heavily into, like, MMA for a while. So, I enjoy watching fights. I really like to watch hockey. I like basketball when I'm there. I love football. But football is becoming less enjoyable for me now because I'm really afraid for their knees. Like, I feel like every time I watch it now, like, someone is getting severely injured and, like, it physically hurts me. So, like, that's kind of deterring my love for football.
Yeah.
I could give a shit about, like, tennis or golf. I know it's hard, but, like, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Baseball's boring. We all know it.
But we want to hold on to it.
We do. We're, like,
it's part of our identity.
Clinging on to that. Soccer, while impressive, I don't find interesting. So if I had to pick a favorite, it would be fighting. Simply because I find it the most interesting and I can watch it the most, I would say.
Is that specifically UFC or is that encompass some martial arts?
Well, I have a friend who does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and, like, if she were to be like, come to one of my events, like, I would go. But I don't really love... I've watched boxing in the past, but it doesn't seem as dynamic to me as, like, MMA. Like, I like that they can do everything, which I find interesting. But why I like MMA, what got me into it was just, like, talking about humans, like, the raw humanity of it and, like, everything that goes into it and, like, what it requires to get through it and, like, how mental it is, but, like, physically intense.
Yeah, you get to turn your body into, like, a weird weapon thing. And also, I went to, like, a free jiu-jitsu class one time. Like, the first one, and then the
Where did you go?
It was somewhere in Winchester.
Oh, okay.
It was far away from
Gotcha.
But the guy was like, man, this has more in common with, like, chess than it does wrestling. And
Did you see Get Out?
No.
They have a scene in that movie when he's talking about jiu-jitsu and how you have to always be 3 steps ahead of your person you're doing. And I'm like, that makes... Not you're doing, that you're fighting. If that makes sense. I'll plug it. Upstream. They're downtown. They do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu there. Great people who run it. So.
Upstream?
Upstream.
Oh, that's cool. Do you have anything else to plug?
Till Death Do Us Part. It's going to be a great 7-week run at Coalition Theater, Friday nights at 8, starting next Friday. It's going to be great. And particularly on the 14th, there's also another fun show at 10. So if you come to Till Death Do Us Part, you get to stay for the show for free. And it's Cool Stepmoms. And it's fun because it's basically like a pure pleasure toy party on stage because it's in collaboration with Taboo. So we're going to have, like, fun stuff happening. So I'll plug that.
Most rad. Actually, I really want to check that out. Because, like, that's not a world that, like, I could ever... I guess I could. If I had, like, radder friends.
Like I said, start now.
You're right.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. A lot of audience participation. You can win prizes. Taboo's giving stuff away and also selling stuff, so it's just going to be fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Now it's that weird time.
Oh.
Now I'm sad.
Don't be sad.
Sometimes you have to be sad.
That is true. But we don't want to end it on a sad note.
Yeah, let's do the most happy thing. All right. Here we go.
Uh-huh.
Let's sing a song.
Okay. What song? I'm a very awful singer, but I'll sing.
All right, so we have to find a song both of us know.
Okay.
Let's sing a song called Constitution Avenue. Constitution Avenue, you are me. Together we will find happiness. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Dakota. It was really beautiful.
That's it for Excuse Me Human.
Bye.
Heartbolt Media. Excuse Me Human is a part of Heartbolt Media, a completely made-up company that does not exist. Any belief in such an institution will lead to disappointment. This is not the responsibility of a preceding show or fake company. Alligators and crocodiles are the same thing.